Okay, this is my book Manhunt, it says. Soon to be a web series. It's been on a long delay, so we don't know how soon it'll be, but it's one of my favorites. Yeah, I wrote it especially for a web series, and the book is a thriller, and as you know me, all my books have a spiritual undercurrent and spiritual underline. There will always be a writer. There'll always be this monk or guru, and so is the book. So to tell you, I'll tell you 3 characters, and I'll tell you why you should read the book. So one of the protagonists, there are many protagonists in the book. One of them is a monk. It's set in a forest, Nagarjuna forest, and this is, I think, my first book that I've written in India. Otherwise all my books are set abroad on trips and adventures, and so is this, but set in India. So there is this monk where the whole colony of monks is shifted out of the forest, but he chose to stay because he had formed a connection with life, with the creatures, with the divinity present there, and he said, I don't want to leave, I belong here. And they were a little worried, alone human being staying in the forest, but he has such a beautiful life, such a beautiful connection. And then in the middle is this whole turmoil, which scientists who have created a genetically modified white tiger who thinks like a human but has animal instincts, very, very dangerous. So there's a white tiger out on the prowl, and then there is this reporter who was supposed to be played by Arjun Rampal, who has sold his soul for money. I think every occupation, every job has that little line of compromise, really, to the extent of selling your soul, but to the extent of shortchanging your beliefs, your purpose, your values, where you feel, I really don't want to do this, but because the benefit seems a little too much, I'll compromise. And when people compromise, they don't understand that while the reward could be immediate, it is temporary, but the suffering and the impact of that compromise is felt far beyond the